welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be making some lasagna soup. It will have all the same great flavors of lasagna without all the hassle of having to put it together and layer it up. So this will be interesting to see if it's just as good as lasagna or if you should actually take the time to do the real thing. First, I'm going to start off with some ground turkey. You can use ground beef or ground turkey. I'm just going to use ground turkey because it's a little bit healthier. And then you're going to brown that up. Okay, let's get this cooking. Okay, so the turkey is browned, so it is time to add in 1 whole onion. I chopped it up in my food processor, but you can just dice it with a knife too. Just faster this way, and less crime. We're gonna mix that until it is softened. Okay, that is looking great. So I'm gonna add in some garlic. I got this little contraption a couple weeks ago. I've really been liking it. It really gets the garlic nice and minced up, and it's a lot faster than mincing it by hand. So the only downside is some garlic does get stuck. Okay, and then we're gonna mix that in, and then add in the rest of my seasonings. So for this, I'm going to add in some salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, okay, and then some red pepper flakes. Do the amount that you like. If you don't like it too spicy, I wouldn't do that much, but I do like it spicy, so I'm going to add a little bit more. That looks good. And then we're going to mix that up. Okay, now it is time to add all of my tomato stuff. So I'm going to be adding 1 can of diced tomatoes. Add it all in. And then I got a 24-ounce can of marinara sauce, so I'm going to add about half of this. But if you have a smaller bottle, you can add the whole thing. And then we're going to mix that together. Perfect. Now, I'm going to add in some chicken broth. If you're using beef, you can also use beef broth if you would like. Give that a quick little stir. Get the stuff off of the sides of the pot. Okay, and my final step for this part is to add in some lasagna noodles. I am going to break them up into smaller pieces so that you will be able to get them onto the spoon when you are eating it. I'm going to do about 8 or 9 sheets of lasagna. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is missing a ruffly side. It only has 1. 5, 6, 7, 2 more sheets. Okay, and then we're going to let that simmer for a little bit. Okay, this is looking fantastic. Okay, this is all done. The noodles are the perfect consistency, so it is time to dish up. Okay, the soup is done. Now it's time to get cheesy. So there's 3 cheeses that I'm going to top this off with. So first is ricotta. So I'm just going to take a tiny little spoonful and just plop that in there like so. And then it also needs some mozzarella cheese. Just gonna grate some of that in there. And then some Parmesan cheese. And then finally, to add a little pop of color, I am going to get some basil from my basil plant. We're gonna just plop that in, and there we have it. Delicious lasagna soup. Now it's time for a taste test. Here's what this is looking like. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, so first I'm gonna mix this up to get all the cheese incorporated in, especially that ricotta. Ooh, this looks very hot, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to cool off. This looks so good. Okay, let's give this a try. This is very good. It does taste a lot like lasagna. Obviously, it's a lot soupier than any lasagna would be, but it has all the same flavors. And it was super easy to make. So if you're craving lasagna and you want it really fast, this is definitely worth it. But if you have the time to do lasagna, that is also great. So it's hard to decide which one is best, but I am very happy with how this turned out. And I will definitely be making this again. Very good. So, if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Time to finish up my soup.